In late last year of 2025, my dad and my stepmom unfortunately had to put down their beloved dog, Titan. Titan was about 11 and a half years old at the time, and over the course of the last couple of years, he had been developing some health issues. He had diabetes and had some issues with his eyes as well. And in September of last year, they had to make the impossible decision to put him down. So today I want to give them a little bit back with a 3D model of their dog Titan, thanks to our sponsor Hi 3D. Let's jump right into it. Before we go through what we did in this video, I did want to say that they had a interface update a couple days after footage you're about to see was recorded. So what you see in the video may look a little bit different. Just wanted to jump in here real quick and let you know if it looks a little different, that is why. So before we take a look at what we're going to do with Titan's 3D print for my dad and stepmom, we're going to take a look inside of Hi 3D's new interface. Now, if you watched the last video that we did on Hi 3D, you will see some differences here. One of them being they now have a text-to-image generator where we can choose from a couple different AI models, and I found so far that Nano Banana has been pretty reliable. So that's the one we're going to choose. What I'm going to do is change a couple settings here. So the one that I did of Bo earlier, or Beagle earlier, similar to this. So we're just going to see how this turns out, how it compares. You can see I said make a realistic cartoon-themed white-haired beagle with brown fur patches on body and ears. And if you've ever seen my dog Bo, this looks pretty close to what he looks like, or what he used to look like. You can also see down here at the end that this one's not quite right, but our cat one is all finished up. So if we like the images here, we can actually choose one of these images and turn it into a 3D model, or we can choose to regenerate. I think I'm going to go with this one here, so we can just click image to 3D model. Now our settings here that are automatically populated is to remove the background, do some image enhancements, and we're going to use model version 2.1, which is an upgrade from the previous version 2.0. I'm just going to do model type fast. Geometry type, we definitely want the texture there. And I'm also going to go into here and go to advanced settings and change it to vertex color mode. That way we get all of the color data when we go to import it into Bambu Studio or your slicer of choice. And you can see for everything here, it's going to use 25 credits. So this is going to take between 5 and 10 minutes. It's actually closer to 5 now. So while we're sitting here waiting, we can see our geometry is ready. It's 25% done generating the texture. Something that you might actually not know is you don't have to sit in this screen. You can click home. You can go back into basically generate another model if you want to. The ones that are currently generating will be under this assets folder. You can see this one is still on its pathway to becoming an actual 3D model. A new thing to Hi 3D that I really like is this split to print. So we can select from our assets, which is going to be one of the models we've already generated, or we can upload a new model. And you can see here it'll split it anywhere from 2 to 6 different parts. So if you want to print something bigger, like a full-size model of yourself or pet or something like that, you can cut the model pieces into what you see here, different parts. And then when you go to print them, they're on different build plates, so they can be scaled up quite a bit more. We'll just use this one as an example. So if we want to split this into a different head, torso, legs, we can choose up to 6 parts. So anyway, we're going to hit generate, and that's going to get going on this model here. But you can see if we go back into our assets tab, that cat is now a 3D model. And you can see it even captured some of the decorations, the plant pot. Now it is not perfect. You can see there's some broken up mesh or piece of the background that's floating around that won't end up printing very well. So for this one, I'm going to try the free retry, and we get 3 of these per model, so you don't have to use any extra credits, which I really like. While that is doing this, we can go back into assets and see we are about 9-10% of the way there. All right, well, those are finishing up. I also want to take you into one of the models that I generated of my dad's dog, Titan. So this was one of them. You can see I've got all the same settings, vertex color mode under the texture information, which is a really cool addition to Hi 3D. Like I mentioned before, those of you who watched the first video I did, we ended up having to download the OBJ file, opening it up in Blender, and going through about a 2-minute process to actually bake the colors or the texture that's on this model into the actual model file itself. That way when we open it up in Bambu Studio, we see all the colors. What's cool now, we can download the OBJ file. Take just a few seconds here. So we're going to click and drag the downloaded OBJ file, and what you'll see now is every color available, up to 32 colors anyway, which would give you the most accurate representation. The problem with that is finding the colors that actually match with what the image was. So I'm just going to cut it down to 5. Now we lose a little bit of color detail in here, but when we click OK, we're just going to click yes to scale it up. You can see, again, we lose a little bit of the color detail that we had, but you got the main colors on there anyway, and you can always go back in with the paint bucket if you wanted to change colors of certain areas. You can do that using the paint bucket tool. Now this is a relatively small model that it's imported here, and it's not really oriented in the right direction. So what we want to do is click on the model, and up top we want to click lay on face. So we can then click the face we want it to sit on, which in this case is going to be its butt and its legs. So now we've got our model sitting upright, and we want it a little bigger, so we can come up here and click scale. And I know for this one I want at least 400 or 500%. Now again, this is on the H2C bed, so it is a little bigger than an A1 Mini or a 256 build plate. But you can see we've got our color data here, again, albeit a little bit less detailed or color accurate because we only chose 5 colors, but you can use as many as you want. That's completely up to you. I just want to simplify it here, especially since I've only got a few different shades of the brown. I've already got this on the printer now because, as you'll see here in just a second, it takes about 1 day and 18 hours at this scale, especially with all these different colors. So you can see here, this one's actually 1 day, 10 hours and 40 minutes. We have 2,189 filament swaps. Now, because we're on the H2C, we do still have to eat up a bunch of time swapping the filament from the AMS, but we don't have to spend that extra time purging the filament, so we don't have nearly as much filament waste. You can see in total it's going to take about 300 grams of filament divided up between 5 or 6 different colors here. So like I said, I've already got this on the 3D printer. Oh, and they also want me to let you know about their anniversary sale, which is going on right now. You get up to 80% off on credits and some buy one get one free credit pack. Time is running out again on this anniversary sale, so again, links down in the description below. And a huge thank you to Hi3D for sponsoring today's video. Oh, and I almost forgot, before we take a look at the finished print of Titan, this is our split 3D model. So you can see here we can toggle these parts on and off so we can print them separately. This would be a perfect use case of a smaller bed 3D printer, or even something like the H2 series where you've got plenty of room, you just want to make this a larger or more life-size model. The other thing we can do now is tell it what kind of connector we want. So let's do dovetail, generate connector, and we've successfully got some connectors here. So that way when everything is all said and done, you have a way to connect everything back together. So now we've got this model all said and done. We can download our OBJ file. If you hover over this little format box here, you can choose which kind of file you want to use. I just enjoy the OBJ object file because it gives us the most detail here. And again, we've got vertex color mode on. So I'm going to open this up inside of Bambu Studio under a new project, just so we can take a look and see how the image to, or the text to image, and then image to 3D model generation actually comes out. Now again, we've got all of the texture information and the color information here, which is really cool because it's instantly from that download from Hi3D. And then I'm just going to go again and choose 5 colors, so we lose a lot of that vibrant color there. We could even go down to 4, click OK, and we'll run through the same process that we just did. So we'll go up to the top, lay on face, and I want to scale this one up, let's say 400%. So now we've gone from a text generation to an image, and then that image turned into this 3D model here with all of the color options that we chose. This would be a pretty cute 3D print actually, looking at it. So you can see when everything is all said and done with this, we've got our tree supports again with our support interface is PETG. That way the supports just break off easier. We don't end up breaking parts of the model off. This is going to take just over a day, 1 day, 2 hours, 21 minutes, and uses up about 225 grams of filament. So we're going to get the one of Titan printed out. I'm going to print this one out too because I like the way this one looks. And then we'll take a look at both of the 3D models that we've generated. 1 day, 18 hours, 53 minutes later, total usage of 423 grams of filament. And we have our completed Titan. Now this thing is about as tall as my hand, so you can kind of get an idea of where all the wasted filament may have gone. But anyway, let's get this thing out of here and see how it actually came out without all those supports. So here we have our finished Titan. You may have noticed there that the legs down here kind of failed a little bit, so I had to super glue this one back on. But that is a spitting image of that picture that we uploaded. Of course, we've got a few less colors, so there's no pink in the tongue and no red around the collar, but I would like to do another one where we kind of simplify some of the browns or tans and add some color back into the tongue and the collar. So maybe I'll do that so they've each got one. But for a first demonstration on this, came out awesome. And before I forget, if you do print something like this, use those supports made out of PETG or PLA. Use it out of an opposing material, a material that doesn't stick to each other. That way they come off super easy and super clean. And before we wrap this up, I am going to throw that cartoon style beetle one that I did with the text to image generator. Then we turn that image into a 3D model. We're going to throw that on the H2C. Should take about a day to get it all printed out. Then we can take a look and see how the text image and image to 3D model generation actually looks when it's printed out. Now take a look at this one. This was our text to image and then image to 3D model. You can see that one came out looking really, really awesome. I really like how it brings out some of the details in the ears there. And just the overall expression on the dog's face really came out looking awesome. And here's a look at the refined version where I went in there and painted the tongue pink and just kind of simplified the colors a little bit. I'd say if we put them side by side, those are pretty spitting images of Titan.
The house is quiet, the shadows long, a missing bark where there was a song, just a leash by the door and an empty bed, but 1,000 memories in my head. You were the spirit, the steady beat, for quiet pause and a heart so sweet. Run free now across the golden fields, beyond the aches that the body yields. Wait for me by the bridge of light, underneath the stars tonight. You're the love that never ends, more than a pet, the best of friends. I hear your nails on the wooden floor. I think I see you by the kitchen